She may have chosen the wrong man to play with this time, but the word on the internet is that Eazy didn't simply walk away. Instead, he slammed the door, erased the thread, blocked the number, and left Remy on read with the whole baby. Hold on, did Eazy the block captain just beau Remy right after she dropped a pregnancy bombshell on him? You're telling me that this is the same Remy who vowed to change and was done with love triangles and lyrical lies? It's not just messy. This is next level toxic. So grab your popcorn because we've got leaked direct messages, anonymous insiders, and some serious tea to spill. This is the scandal that no one saw coming. But what could have gone so wrong that the man who was once rumored to be deeply involved is now screaming, "She lied to me"? Was the baby even real? Was the whole thing a setup to win back sympathy? Or worse, was she using Eazy to stir the pot with papoose all over again? This time, after weeks of silence, cryptic captions, and staged paparazzi sightings, Remy finally made her move. And let's just say it backfired so hard that it probably woke papoose up in another zip code. It began with a single Instagram story featuring a plate of jerk chicken and a folded pink onesie. Everyone is going to talk about it. And trust us, it's even more repulsive than the group chat receipts. Neatly next to it with the caption, "Thankful for new beginnings." You would think she had just announced a collaboration with Rana, but this was much bigger. It was a baby revealed that no one requested and was definitely not the one Eazy was expecting to see, because as soon as that story was published, Eazy's page went dark. Not just dark, but he erased all traces of their relationship, including the photo of them holding hands. Let's go back a moment because this isn't some sudden drama. This is Ruma, the same woman who allegedly cheated on papoose with Eazy. Outside that DC lounge, everyone pretended not to notice. According to sources, he was in the middle of recording a verse when someone from his team showed him the post. He froze, put down his headphones, said, "Nah," she wowed, and left the booth without even saving the track. An insider claiming to be connected to this management team claims that Eazy hadn't spoken to Remy in nearly 3 weeks, the relationship was cooling off, and he had already made it clear he didn't want any more drama in his name. This is the same woman who unintentionally leaked her location from a hotel balcony just before Eazy showed up during her BT hosting days. And now she's back in the news, pregnant, and the people closest to Eazy are calling foul. He saw it as a desperate ploy, and it got even better within an hour of her post. Eazy tweeted and removed a line that read, "Some people will do anything for relevance." He changed his number by morning, blocking her on all social media platforms, including Instagram and Twitter, and including Clubhouse, which he despises. Meanwhile, Remy continued to act as if nothing had happened, reposting a meme about keeping your peace and liking him. Fans weren't buying into the few comments that said, "Queen deserves happiness." The comment section was a flurry of activity, with one person writing, "You fumbled papoose for Eazy. Now you're faking a baby for clout." Another said, "Blink twice if the baby's really yours." It got that the roommate turned her comments off by noon. Finally, screenshots began to circulate from a private message. An account purportedly belonging to Tone, who claimed to have been Ray's personal driver for 3 months, purportedly stated in one message, "Eazy, been ghosting. I need to wake him up. Don't worry, I got something planned." Planned, though. You mean like announcing a pregnancy on social media before telling the father sounds legit. Another screenshot showed Remy chatting with a mystery number saved as problem solver, inquiring as to whether fake sonograms could be. Naturally, these could have been staged to appear authentic for social media, but in the court of public opinion, she has already been found guilty. As if things couldn't get any worse, an audio clip purportedly showing a phone conversation between Remy and her best friend was leaked, and in it, you can hear Remy sobbing and saying things like, "He wasn't supposed to react like this, and it was only meant to get him to talk to me." So there you have it. The entire announcement wasn't about love or family, or even truth. It was about leverage control. Eazy didn't simply walk away after his final move on a broken chessboard. Instead, he slammed the door, locked it, and threw the key in the Hudson. Now, fans who once supported Remy are wondering if the pregnancy is real, if she was hoping Eazy would be guilted into returning, or if it's all a smokescreen to divert attention from something even more sinister. Not to mention that Rye is still legally bound. The announcement of the baby could be a PR disaster because, let's face it, if there's any chance that this baby doesn't belong to Eazy and she framed it as such in order to get him back, that's not just messy, that's nuclear and easy. He's already separating himself like a man who knows what's coming. He's unfollowed every mutual friend and skipped 2 public appearances. Papoose is the subject of rumors that their divorce was never finalized. Appearances, and even canceled his podcast interview with That's a Fact TV, where he was supposed to discuss life and love. It's obvious that he doesn't want to be caught in the crossfire, but the streets are buzzing with barbershop conversations, Twitter threads, and clubhouse rooms as everyone wants to know what the truth is about the bump. More important, though, is how long it will take for the truth to blow up, because if this is only the beginning, then this is where things take a crazy turn just when fans thought Eazy was finished washing. After clearing his hands, a screenshot appeared on Twitter. It wasn't just any screenshot, though. It was a close-up of a baby registry purportedly connected to an email that contained the name of Remy Ma's stage manager. The worst part was that Eazy's name wasn't listed anywhere as a co-parent. Instead, it said undisclosed private for now under partner. That one line sent everyone into a tailspin as they began deciphering and analyzing the baby registry. The internet did what it does best and brought Papoose back from the ashes of silence within hours. Papoose's quiet moments, his disappearing act, and that awkward Instagram live where he appeared to be holding back a storm behind his eyes while Remy babbled on about growth and transitions. People started including things like it was a crime scene, and one video even claimed that the stroller listed on the registry had initials engraved on it. Hey, Peak T, was this baby ever about Eazy at all? Then came the bombshell. In a 36-second audio clip that was leaked, you can hear Remy, who is obviously upset, say, "I just thought if he believed it, maybe he'd come back around. I wasn't trying to lie, I was trying to hold on." That line was like gasoline on a forest fire, and celebrities began to weigh in on Joe Bletton. Charlie Madden discussed the situation on The Breakfast Club, calling it Babygate on steroids. Bad Bobby even commented on her Instagram story post, saying, "Women have been tricking men since Eve. Stay safe, kings." I initially thought that was just me, but the mess didn't end there. An anonymous source posing as a former stylist assistant messaged several gossip pages with alleged. The assistant wrote, "The baby thing wasn't supposed to blow up like this. It was supposed to soften her image, maybe even land a docuseries." However, Remy claimed that she had been planning a rebranding ever since the Clarissa Shields drama, wanting to position herself as a strong mother who was misunderstood. She kept saying, "Bam did it. Why can't I?" However, Boke didn't do it this way. Let's now discuss Eazy following his Instagram story in which he stated, "She lied to me," he said, going silent for a short while before performing 3 days later at a small venue in Philadelphia. Fans claimed that he appeared cold and distant, and one audience member swore that he spit out a new freestyle with the line, "You made a baby out of pity. I made a name from the block /D. Don't call me the daddy if the timeline doesn't match the clock." The internet went crazy again, with fans spewing quotes and speculating that Eazy had just admitted he wasn't the father. The public is split, with half of the crowd accusing Teen Eazy of being the victim of an emotional con game, and the other half being suspicious, wondering why he stayed around long enough for it to even get this bad. One fan posted a breakdown, claiming that the math wasn't mapping. Apparently, if Ray's due date coincided with when she and Eazy were last seen together, the baby would have had to have been conceived during a time when Remy was allegedly reconciling with Papoose. After the pregnancy post went viral, Ray's name trended for 36 hours straight. Her old music saw a spike on Spotify, and she abruptly announced a surprise documentary deal with a streaming platform that coincidentally had just wrapped up a series on toxic celebrity relationships. Are we making sense of this? Then there's a third group, a growing loud minority, who are wondering if this was all a publicity setup from day one. So, to recap, Remy announces a pregnancy without providing any context, and when the public learns of it, he blocks her, removes all evidence, and hints that she lied. A baby registry then appears, with no father listed, and leaked audio reveals that she admitted to fabricating something to keep someone close. Papoose' name then re-enters the chat, and Eazy is out there rapping like Maury Povich is ghostwriting his bars. You couldn't script this any better if you tried. And believe me, people are making an effort. But there is still one more element that we haven't addressed yet. A last turn of events that has even insiders scratching their heads and stating, no, she wouldn't go that far. Oh, but what if she did? According to recently obtained information that is already being subtly sent to well-known websites, there is a second ultrasound image that differs from the first post and has a different due date and purportedly a different name attached. And that name, well, we'll get to that in part 3 because if what we're hearing is accurate, then Eazy wasn't the only one who was played. In fact, this baby scandal may have a third father in the frame. If you think that's not possible, just wait because the next part includes a confrontation, a burner phone, and a DNA test request that was never answered. The game has changed, and someone is about to be exposed in it. That makes everything so far seem manageable. Are you ready? However, regarding that third man, we are no longer discussing a love triangle, but rather a full-fledged relationship pentagon because the name on the second ultrasound photo wasn't Papoose or anyone else. It was Stax, a low-key industry producer who you might not recognize right away, but insiders know him as the man who ghost produced for half the East. According to an anonymous forum post, Stax has been secretly dating Remy since 2023, usually in between her public scandals. To make matters worse, Stax allegedly paid for Ray's opulent Atlanta rental last year, the same city where she and Eazy were spotted on that now famous balcony stream. However, the twist in the tale is that Stax allegedly accessed a leaked iCloud folder from a backup. The same sonogram photo that was connected to Ray's team had two different versions. One version said Reminisce Smith, but the other said Reminisce Smith and S. Harper. Yes, S. Harper as in Stax Harper, which is a coincidence that isn't in this plot. Now, the theories have gone into overdrive. Was the pregnancy announcement a chess move to control the narrative? Did she intentionally plant the baby rumor knowing Eazy would blow up, knowing Papoose would react, and hoping? The final mail came when an anonymous stylist found and took pictures of Remy's burner phone. The phone had 3 WhatsApp threads, one labeled E, another P, and a third labeled Stax. Screenshots of the phone are now making the rounds in encrypted gossip groups, and they purportedly show messages like, "He's falling for it. Just keep watching the comments. If I can get Papoose to call, it's already over." Stax says, await Thursday before posting anything. Remy had 3 men circling her, each responding to a different piece of the puzzle, and she strategically fed the public just enough drama to keep her name in headlines. Boy, did it work. Google Trends, Spotify streams, and brand engagement skyrocketed as Remy played the game like a pro. He's handling that last one straight-up chess move vibes. The manipulation wasn't just emotional, it was strategic. Before everything fell apart, Papoose, who had been completely silent since the baby news broke, finally posted a 14-word statement that said, "You can't rewrite the past, but you damn sure can walk away from it cold." Fans took it as confirmation that Papoose was done for good, and the comment sections were full of rips to real love because she lost the only real one, and Papoose knew before we did, but Eazy wasn't finished either. A few days after Papoose's post, Eazy released the new single with no promotion or warning, just the cover with the pregnancy test crossed out in red, the title False Positive, and the lyrics, "I gave you my trust. You gave me a plot twist / said I'm the daddy. But you couldn't resist / now. You're in the blogs trying to clean up the mess / but the baby's not mine, so good luck with the test." The song went viral on Twitter within hours due to TikTokers lip-syncing the chorus. Remy became popular again within a day, But this time it wasn't out of sympathy, but rather out of pure scandal. You might think it couldn't get any worse, but it did. Eazy's lawyer filed a formal request for a prenatal paternity test, a rare legal move that sent the blogs into DEFC1 for alleged fraudulent emotional distress. In other words, Eazy is prepared to sue if the baby isn't his and Remy disappears from all of her social media accounts, including Instagram. A tip from a streaming network employee revealed that Remy has a 3-part docuseries already filmed, tentatively titled After the Fire: The Truth Behind the Headlines. The show is reportedly going to feature sit-down interviews, emotional monologues, and highlights for a woman who thrives on staying in the public eye. However, sources say she's not hiding in shame. Oh no, she's rebranding again. Twitter locked TikTok inactive, and her fan page even removed its highlights. Footage that has never been seen before, including the initial confrontation between her and Eazy when he learned of the pregnancy or whatever it was to be. Now that Ray's block papoose is over, she is going legal. Stax is hiding, and the baby has no confirmation, name, gender, or follow-up. Just rumors, burned bridges, and a digital battlefield of receipts. What's even more bizarre is that there are still people out there supporting her, claiming it's her truth, claiming men have manipulated women for years. And now it's just changing the story to say you're all angry because a woman played the game better. But consider whether it's still a game when real feelings, reputations, and potential children are involved, or if this has turned from reality TV drama to emotional warfare. If you thought this was crazy, wait, because there are rumors that someone close to Stax is going to share his side of the story, and trust us, it might involve a second woman. Eazy's blocked her papoose and walked away like a man who dodged a second bullet, and Stax was still waiting for him to step out of witness protection. However, if there's one thing that celebrity drama has taught us, it's that the truth never stays buried, especially when someone's got a burner. The question is whether Remy, the mastermind of a messy masterpiece, or just another artist caught in the chaos she created, really got played. Now that we have a phone and a Netflix deal on the table, we'll turn it over to you. What do you think Remy was planning from the beginning? Or was she just trying to stay relevant in a world that loves to eat up female rappers and spit them out? Leave your theories, your outrage, and your receipts in the comments section if you want more drama, chaos, and shocking truths. Like this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell because, trust us, you haven't seen anything yet. Drama never stops.